What's going on, guys? This is Xtaze back with another Civ 6 video. And today we are getting through the industrial era. So, looks like we're gonna we got 3 turns, 4 turns. These are gonna come quick. I still gotta get 2 neighborhoods built, 2 banks built. But we should be getting into the modern era on this playthrough. We're going to go another 2-hour block here and see how far we can push along. As far as victory conditions go, we were definitely in the lead with score. We were pushing along just fine. Science, no one's really got any of the science stuff started yet. We might even be able to get a campus down possibly at the end of this game today. We're at war, and we've pretty much pissed off the rest of the civilizations, so we don't got a whole lot of tourism going on. So the cultural victory is probably not going to happen, at least until I knock out a couple more. And religion, we're just using that for our own means. We're not necessarily even really trying to go for religious victory. But we did convert. Well, no, somebody converted tomorrow, but it's not us. But anyway, we'll see from what we got going on here. We had the Ruhr Valley coming up on turn 3 here. We're farming XP down here. I was gonna try to get up here and farm this, but I think Muscat's gonna take that out. This army right here, I'm pretty much gonna leave here until I can upgrade it, and then we're gonna push this army over into here to finish off these guys. Be Rome and the Roman Empire. We are pushing, let's see here, we had Hercules push all the way up through to here. And he was just one-shot cities. He's got a 76 strength, and Georgia just wasn't strong enough when we came in on this one. From there, we got Georgia on the ropes. We're pretty much gonna take Georgia out, I think, in a couple turns here. And we're gonna pick up the Minakashi Temple when we do. And it looks like we're also gonna pick up the Hanging Gardens. And I think those are the only 2 wonders that they've built. Got coal here, but we got plenty of resources. We're doing just fine on the resource side. But it looks like we're doing, that's kind of where we're at. Oh, that's what it was here. We were going to use this to get our Ruhr Valley, so let's go ahead and do that. This is one of my favorite wonders in the game. This is one that I go for in every game. I want this Ruhr Valley. I want it next to my industrial area. And if I get a dam here, because a dam bonuses it, the aqueduct bonuses it, the mine bonuses it, and the city bonuses it. The only one I got here that's not bonusing it is this. But yeah, it's still pretty good. This is still a pretty damn good setup as far as industrial era goes. So here we go. See, is it enough? And it was enough to go ahead and get it. There might even be some production left over, because it'll kick extra production over, so your next build's even better. Alrighty, the Ruhr Valley. Bonus knowledge, which was, I think that would be build a later era wonder. Or sorry, not knowledge, flight, boasted flight. Okay, now from this point in the game, when I arrived to this, realistically, it's good to know what you need. So 2 banks, 2 neighborhoods. I need a coal mine and an ironclad. I probably got the coal mine already. I just need the ironclad. We need a coal power plant. A level 2 alliance. So this could turn into a level 2 with enough time. So we may or may not get that because we do have an alliance with Alexander. National park. That is one that I can do. I can build a national park. I've got 1 privateer, so I need a second. I should be able to get an artifact extracted. So these are all very reachable. I think every single one of these is a bonus that I think I can get. Okay, but we do need 2 banks, so let's get a bank. And then we need a coal power plant. This would be a good spot for one. Well, realistically, actually, this is. Now I'm already building one there, so that's good. So these guys are going to get power turned on. When this turns on, they're going to get power. I think they're going to get power. New York's going to get power. Baltimore's going to get power. So that one power plant's going to power all that. Okay. So now we do need a neighborhood. But there's no good spots here for one. So instead, we're going to take production. And actually, we're going to take a stable. And then I do always mark my stables because when in a bigger, like say you're playing a really tough game, you are going to want to build your cavalry units in places with stables. So I'll just mark them out because I'll forget. I'll forget if it's a stable one or if it's one where there's infantry you want to build there. Okay, now I think we needed 2 factories, right? It's 2 factories one we needed. Or did we already get that? Yeah, I think we might have already got the 2 factories. Maybe that was for the industrialization. Okay, so up here then we're kind of coming to the point where once we've got what we're looking for, we don't necessarily need. We can take the cheapest thing, but let's see if I can get just one neighborhood down because I need 2. And I would need it here or here or here because I want to get the +6. And it looks like I would actually need a worker first. So we're going to get the worker. These are both bonusing this, so we don't necessarily want to drop it there. So this is where I think I want to put my neighborhood. Right there. So he'll come out, run over here, chop, then we'll get a neighborhood. Okay, so that takes care of one neighborhood. Now let's start planning where we want this second neighborhood to go. And first off, I'm going to select, and I'm going to look and see. I want a +6. If there's a +6 here, I'll take it. And there's not, so instead we are going to build. It'll probably be the aqueduct. Yeah, I'm going to do the aqueduct. Because the next build, I'm going to build my industrial, and that's going to be a bonusing one. I probably will buy this, and then this city will start cooking a lot better. So we're still kind of repairing up in there. This section here, these aren't necessarily growing. Well, they aren't growing. They're under occupation. So until I actually knock these guys out, these cities are all just kind of dog water, you know? But let's see if we can find an aqueduct. I can't put an aqueduct there. So this city is kind of a little not in a very good setup. Let's see if we can get a industry, and we'll get an industry. When in doubt, go with production. Okay, now we got the Rue Valley. And we're just looking at wonders now. What do we have? Get an Oxford going? Yep, let's do it. Get an Oxford. And I think I want to buy the coal plant when the time comes. Okay, 2 more envoys. Regional effects from industry buildings. Yes, we want that because we're going to be spreading our coal plants around. And we got 20% cheaper to buy for each encampment district. We're not really going to be buying anything, so that's not really a big deal there. We're not going to be doing any foreign trade, but we could get +1 production to capital if we drop it in there. We're not going to be doing trade routes to city-states really, because we're trying to get the food, so we're trading interior. Got 20% production towards city projects, and we're not going to be doing that either. Your cities earn 15% science whenever you're not at war. We're pretty much always going to be at war. Highest active alliance level, your theater squares generate 50% adjacency bonus. So this would be a good one if my Alexander alliance can push up higher. Now this one's a good one. Cities receive 2 power for every harbor building. So that's probably the next best one we can drop in there. We do need a third delegate, but we can get a quest for religious conversion. So where's Cardiff now? Find Cardiff right there. And we can send a missionary to Cardiff. So we'll do that. Send a second one out that way, because if that population really isn't 1, it's higher, it might take more. But because of the fog, I don't know if that's exactly what it is still. Okay, now we do need to get a kill with the privateer. I do need another privateer. Can't upgrade this guy. We don't want to do it yet. I want to save the money for my coal. So I'm only getting 43 gold per turn. I really do got to kick that money up. So we got one more build. What do we want to do? I think we come over here. Get that next. And we'll heal the cavalry up. And yeah, we can just keep steamrolling with these guys. Now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start building, I'm going to start sending my troops that I get from my industrial zones to this border. Because the next thing we're going to do is push into here. With our plans for world domination. Okay, we did chop that out. That's good. But our city is not growing anymore. So we do need to start thinking about getting some actual food down for these guys. The dam will help. But we probably won't be building a theater district anytime soon. So we can put a farm down. We just got to get our city growing again. And I'm going to send this guy over here to Kutasi. Actually, we're going to need to send him over, because on the next turn... And we're going to need to put a governor in Kutasi, actually. So we're going to reassign. Kutasi, I believe, was the last one we took right here. So governor moved over. Okay, and they're still fine there. I'm going to start ripping down these walls. Pillage that. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer siege than I was thinking. But it's alright, because we can pillage a lot of this. Get all the way around to do it, so I'm gonna go the next turn. We're gonna do a lot of pillaging here. Basically want to just get each guy in position to pillage. Then we'll hit skip turn on it. And we'll attach the general there. Skip turn. And that looks like that's about what we wanted to do. Okay, we'll proceed on. Science yield. So do we want this to be a science area though? I could probably... Well, sure, why not? And we can make that an industry for science. Okay, we still have 7 charges here. 7. We're looking for like right here. So I don't think this one's gonna be there by the time we get there. Now we're up on a hill. We got a general. And this is also a corp. So he can take a lot of shots right now. Because actually these walls are going to take a few turns to tear down.
Our alliances.
Okay, lost Hercules. Refining has advanced. Let's take a peek what we did to get refining. Okay, we got our coal plant. We do need to get our alliance back. Declare friendship. There we go. Let's get our alliance back. We want a military alliance. And we'll give you that. No, actually I want to keep that. We'll give you the 5. Okay, and then yeah, we do put the embassy in there. Proudmaker. We are going to trade with Proudmaker. No, we're not. We're okay with trading with the civs if they have an extra bonus. And it's no big deal when we invade them because we'll lose that. I'm going to take all of it. And I'm going to give them the one that I have the most of. And they'll usually make that trade. Okay, I'm going to recruit another great general. And I believe this group didn't have a general, so we're going to send him up here. Oh, they did, but he's probably an older one who's going to be losing his abilities soon. Okay. Angkor Wat right here. This should be a great setup. We can go Angkor Wat right there. And then, bam, Theater Square. And this is grassland, so we could even go like this, and then maybe put a wonder there that can sit next to an entertainment district, and that's going to be a nice old culture setup there. Okay, yes, we did want the Great Lighthouse, so let's do it. 3 turns. We'll keep growing. This guy's got, we're getting a builder there. One more builder. It's my, I already moved this guy up here, but I do want the Great General to move up there, so. Alright, we got one more build. So let's go get our Oxford. I'm gonna knock several turns off here. And we did want the missionary up at Cardiff. I had 2 missionaries, didn't I build 2? Okay, there's 1. Oh, that's what it was. I thought I was moving a great general, but I was moving a missionary. So there we go. Alright, where do we want to settle down here? Or do we want to just keep pushing this way? Yep, that would probably be best. Now, eventually, I think I am going to want to... Let's look at the buildings we got in this. Throne. Okay, so I didn't get the building where you can build settlers quicker. Because if I did build that here, I would move Magnus here and just start kicking settlers out. So we're gonna keep Magnus there. And we are still getting ready to build our next army. It's going to push this way. So all units over there. There isn't going to be anything I'm going to really build here, but I know we need more growth here, so I'm going to just take him and get another farm going. And it's not going to be a good farm. There's nothing to help that farm grow around there, but that's about the best you can be able to do with it. And for right here, I think I am just going to get ready for a campus. Now, we are going to do some attacking here, because we can pillage these 2. Pillage that. I think we will fall back and attack there. Is this loyalty going to stay full? Yep, it is. So we can come down with our men-at-arms. That's fine. One more over there. Do want that. I need that kill with the privateer. So is this going to get me it? I might have already got it. So we're just going to stay there and farm all that. Right. So we want to keep all the jungle here because we do have Chichen Itzu. So we're gonna keep that area. We're just gonna pop lumber mills on top of it. And I do want to stage up troops all around these guys down here. So yeah, we're gonna push down that way. I'm just gonna kind of get them all strategically, just a line of them. All right, so now we are good as far as getting loyalty going on. Picking up some XP here. I'm going to be able to hit one more time with each of these guys.
I only understand French.
Okay, what was our new one? We just picked up this card. So, I'm thinking about popping this here and doing some settlers because I got a lot of land between me and where I'm trying to attack. So, we're going to lose a little bit of faith, but we're doing well enough with faith right now. And I am in need of gold. You can see without my policy cards, I'm only sitting on 13 gold per turn. So I really got to start kicking up my my commercial hubs. This isn't a bad one here. I might actually just put that in my capital. Okay, now I do need a second bank, so let's get that. Got ourselves another. Okay, as far as is, I need an archaeological museum. I need 3 corps, 8 turns, and 5 turns. Okay. So with that being said, what I'm looking for here is, you see at the bottom there it says +5 combat strength, and this unit does not require resources. This one doesn't have that attribute where it says require resources. So this one is one that we can merge with this one. So we're going to come up here. I'm going to upgrade that. I'm going to merge, that's 2 corps. This one, he doesn't have that ability either. And this one does. So this is another one that we can merge these two and gain that ability. And the only thing we're gonna miss one upgrade here, and it's gonna be okay in the long run. Well, let's cancel that. Let's see. Is there a better one? This is a better one. Right here. Move these two. Well, no, that's even worse. This is a 3. This one's already got 2. Well, you know, we're splitting hairs here. We're just gonna merge this to get the upgrade there. So we got that. Now I need an archaeological museum. Or I wouldn't mind just building a wonder as well. I'd have to go here. And it's not really a great spot for it. So we're going to be looking at more instead. They need one more population. They're about to get it too. So the next time around. So we'll just go ahead and get that for now. But actually, I think we need a second privateer. Don't we? We need 2 privateers? We do. And we need an ironclad, I think. 2 neighbors, 2 banks, so we need an ironclad. Do we not have ironclad yet? Let's get the privateer. Oh no, we gotta get the steam power. So we'll get that next. I probably should have been doing that instead of getting the scout, but hindsight's always 20/20. So let's get our 1 food, 2 housing, or 1 housing. Yeah, now it's. We still need a second neighborhood, I believe. Good spots for neighborhoods there. I think we're just going to go with the encampment, which will give a little half bonus here. Let's do that. Okay, so we don't have. We need money. Let's start doing that. Get our money on steroids here. do need to farm that baby. And our plan calls for an aqueduct there. Cut this down. And we'll put a campus up there. Because we're going to be able to make these. And when we make these, we will send them to our capital to boost it. Okay, now here, what do we got? Guess we'll just do monument. And another monument. And we can get up here and get another. Now you can see how this one's got culture and this one doesn't. That's because this tile is part of Washington, but Washington can't work it. So they're not really gonna need it other than for housing, which they don't need. So we're going to swap that. And now these guys are getting the culture. So from here now we wanted Cardiff. We got 2 more envoys. We're gonna get the quest for Cardiff, so we don't have to do that. We are still doing the alliance, so we're gonna see if we can get our alliance all the way up, and then that will be active and that will be helpful. I don't believe we decided that we needed any of these guys. So we don't need them. Singapore. Yep, don't need them. What about Milta? 15% higher with a campus. So Milta, not bad. Okay, now I want to push Washington's population way up. So I think I'm going to just go for pure food build over there. Does Washington have? Okay. So this is a semi-waste, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I'm going to get a bank in Washington, and that bank gets 2 spots for Great Works. Yeah, I'm missing out on the market because I already have it. But the bank here, bam, just 10 gold like that. Well, it was 9, but still. Yeah, we're gonna... Is Rapa Nui friendly? We don't really need Rapa Nui, but we are going to move down here, land there. Okay, now like I was saying, we can do 2 attacks here. Let's see if we can. Yes. All right, their fort is ours. The reason I'm doing 2 attacks is when I pillage these for food, I think you get about half of the health, approximately. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, with these 2 already pillaged, I'm gonna send him up here to pillage the Jade. He's gonna come back and pillage the Science. Pillage that. Just gonna defend up in there. Yeah, we can work these guys. There's another unit. It just goes into snowball mode with Abraham Lincoln. You get more units than you can possibly, and you look, they don't require resources when they're created or to maintain. So you're really only losing out on gold. You are going to be getting you do got to generate a lot of money to keep this kind of army, but it's so worth it because you don't need to build an army. You're just getting one with the industry buildings. So you can basically just sieve up all your cities all around, and they're gonna build your army. Let's see if this actually connects over here. So it looks like that is just an island. All right, now we got We did want to buy coal plant. And that would knock the turn off. And then we want still a rockin' golden age. So might as well go there. Not necessarily a trader, but we can keep the builders flowing. Okay, what kind of encampment did I build here? It's just a regular one. I should probably start thinking about getting Himiku back out again. And I don't want to upgrade there just yet. Being in the money crunch that we are right now, we and no, there'll be no peace. And I might even look at upgrading a couple of those men at arms and sending them over. Because if you can actually surround this whole city,
Bolt actions speak loud.
that'll be the best way to play that. Okay, so we want to go up here to all. We're going to click food. We're looking for it's like a 3-4. 3-4. Or a 3-4 that needs religion. And yeah, we'll go ahead and go with Cincinnati. Same thing, we'll go with New York. And go with Nidaros. This is going to help our money. We're going to really go cranking money right now. Okay, so we got our bank up. Pop a synagogue in there. We do still need a second neighborhood. Can we get a second neighborhood here? Okay. Not so bad. My first neighborhood and I think what I did. Okay, here we go. This neighborhood is going to be a 6. Okay. So there is a breathtaking neighborhood in the culture. We do got to build one right here. One breathtaking neighborhood. So we're going to build that. So the second one just has to be a neighborhood. Yes, I would love to do a breathtaking one here. I could just build a second there. Yeah, we'll take the time. We will do 2 breathtaking neighborhoods. So we'll go like that. Okay. For here, we'll just go ahead and take the shrine. Production. And if these guys don't get rid of this time, I'm just going to go over there and get rid of it. Alright, now on to, let's go on, we're still island hopping over here. One more build. Can we plant a forest yet? No, we cannot. Alright, let's get down here to the stable. Get a stable up down there. We'll get food and we'll get some copper. . And I know we're putting a city here. I think we'll do maybe one right here. This isn't a great spot for a city because you can't put anything next to it. Because for a city, the most important tiles are the initial ring. But it won't. Here will be flooded. It might get flooded at some point. We'll go here, and then we'll get another one here. Alright, so this is still all looking pretty good. And we're struggling with growth again here. So I think we are just going to go ahead and put this down to get the growth back. Get out there. When in doubt, grow, right? Okay, so for here we're going to pillage. And yeah, it is about how you get about half the health, but we don't need to pillage here yet. We'll do that. Now the frigate can't hit anything up in this area. Nazgaramu's still too far. Valletta's our friend. So we're going to... The ice has to melt down here to get around. So I think the next time we're going to be able to actually use this frigate to kill anything is probably going to be up here. Because he's our buddy. But maybe he won't be our buddy by the time we come around the side here. Okay, we're going to keep this encampment ours. So we don't want to build back up and then take it back over, so. Now we're really starting to snowball the pillaging going on here. Yeah, we'll defend. Yeah, let's go ahead and get another settler. 700 per settler now. The next coastal city I have that's got a good spot to go ahead and build an ironclad. That's something that we do need to get going on. Nothing like morning coffee and some civilization. Another one. So yeah, I need a archaeological museum is a kind of a choke point I got coming up. So great lighthouse. I mean, we didn't build it all the way to the industrial era. We didn't really need it, but eventually the wonder gets so cheap that you're just like, all right, let's go and grab it. It's 4 turns. Why the heck not, right? Alright, now from here let's get the 2 production, or the 2 turns for that. Skedsmo. We do want to do this, so let's get that. That's our breathtaking neighborhood. Right here. Pull that off the map. What comes next? What's the next priority we got going on here? You get over here and get some rocks. I guess we can raid. Okay, settler. Next one right here. These walls are going to come down eventually. Nothing more to raid up in this area. Pillage the road, but I don't think it gives you any gold to pillage a road. I think it just takes the movement square off the road, so we're not gonna waste our time with it. Instead, we're gonna hit Tbilisi here. Still pillaging. Usually you can get 3 pillages off one of these if they got enough of the buildings on there. Cleaning up the barbs. We got another scout popping in down here. So let's get him down on it. A couple troops down and around. Yeah, we do gotta save our money. Gotta be careful. Putting our generals with our stronger troops. Yeah, we'll take the water. Alright, we are still kicking settlers out. Being in the golden age that we are, but we are trying to kick over to the next age as fast as possible. Yeah, treasure's not filling up that fast though. A few more turns for Oxford. 3 more turns for Forbidden City.
Economics is a subject
5
that
more
does
for
not
Angkor Watts. Okay, here we are. We're going to get our steam power next. We do still need our ironclad. Gonna get our privateer. We really gotta get an archaeological site built. This is a great one here. We'll take Da Vinci. Great writer. We'll take that.
This writer has been
Okay, now we got. Got our builder, which is for this. So how many times I build a builder, and that's why I put the marker down, because when you get a lot of cities, you get that builder and you forget what it's for. Then you end up having to do it again. Okay, we got the bank. Let's get the theater. Get our archaeological district up. When in doubt, go with production. Okay, this will make modern era. So workshops provide 3 culture. And you get 1 random Eureka. So it doesn't say per city, so all workshops. So this could be a potential big time culture boost here. And it might have to wait 1 turn for it to actually kick over. Okay, so with the great works here, we're gonna start trying to do. So we got a painter. We got. Oh, he's a writer. Because now we do have to get a themed building. But right now, all we have are these heroic relics, and you can't theme one of those because those stay in the monument. So you need Sculpture, portrait, a landscape, or religious. The writing, I don't believe you can theme. Because you gotta have 3. So it says theming. So it has to actually be a theming one. Okay, so we can theme in the Washington, but these are mostly like what was the okay, the art museum is where we're gonna theme. These right here, the great writings, we're gonna
Oh,
put one
swear
in the
not
bank
by the
there.
moon.
This guy can still hit again. Gonna have enough to survive his attack. And there it is. I probably could have pillaged one more time here, but it's okay. Look at this. What do they get there? Okay, this place is pretty ravaged here. Now this city's gonna be kind of rough. Well, actually, there's a hill there, but so we need to actually get our cannon onto this hill, and I'm gonna try to get 4 of the riflemen around it. So basically, we're just gonna be repairing up there for quite a while here. Alright. Still kind of short on money, so I'm not trying to do anything crazy as far as what we're building next. I don't wait. Oh, yep. I should have done this 2 turns ago. But we're gonna start getting our corporations going. So there's 1, 2. Three. Okay, so I need 1 more die to get a corporation there. Where is a die? There's 1 down here. And so let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we can actually settle here, and that'll be just fine. Get the die. We'll do a commercial zone. And we'll do a harbor. Okay, then we can do a and sure, why not? This is probably breathtaking. Is this breathtaking? No, it's charming. So it'll probably be something like this then. We go airport encampment. 10 lumber mill, and we'll get our dies. Trying to get up over here because I want to start up another XP farm there. Piece. I'm saving money up because I just want to buy my archaeological building. And then after that, I want to just buy my archaeologist. So, 2 turns, and my plan is to then kind of go full bore on this. And I'm hoping I can get it done quick enough.
Our military is now trained in the way of combining 3 units into a single army.
Clever men at Oxford know all there is to be knowed, but they none of them know one half as much.
20%
as
Oxford, 20% science to my capital with Pengala. So this is a science. This city's a science juggernaut now. And look at how my culture jumped with that the workshop, the Leonardo da Vinci workshop.
When they are preparing for
You pick up here. So whenever sometimes I click too quick, and I don't see what it is that the new card is. But usually, the new card will have like a little asterisk on it. So this must just be a policy change moment here. Alright, so 4 turns. I don't know if I'm going to get my archaeologist up in time. I might end up just having to burn all 4 turns, but let's see. I can get a stock exchange. Well, let's bonus our workshop. One. Let's get this guy in position. Now this city would turn 11 anyway, but we're just going to take it by force. We can pillage that trader. Let's sit tight right there. And we're going to get down here to Proudmaker and start getting ready to bully him for a minute. Take battle cry. Okay, do we want to unveil oil? I think that's a good one. But getting flight so I can get my 2 planes out is probably the next most important thing. So we'll get flight, get our 2 planes out. See for here. We'll take the extra production. We do need more gold. Been saying that for a while. Look at this, a +6 gold. That's a great one. Okay, growth needed. Shipyard. And yes, more growth. Now, what did I want that worker for? Whenever I build a worker out in this area, I usually have a reason why. I think in this case it was just to start popping, repair this and start popping stuff on there that need to get popped rather than to harvest something. And this guy here, get off my lawn. Alright, now we'll look at promoting. Here we go. 1 culture per citizen. So we should see this drop, pump up 18 more. And we want to just get these guys over to the point where they're going to be fighting right here. I think I might upgrade this guy. Okay, so I'm just going to put the second writing
to be
right there.
or not to be.
So I got 2 in the bank. 1 Eureka. So when I use this guy again, let's pop this open and take a peek real quick here. There's a way to test this, so we're just going to test this. So we're going to go to buildings. Our workshop is 3 culture in Washington. Okay? We're going to go to buildings. 3 culture. Okay, now where's another place that's got a workshop? If New York says 3 culture, then that really did put 3 culture on every workshop for a Da Vinci, and it did. So the use on this second action isn't of anything other than triggering a Eureka. Okay. So look at the Eurekas I have left. One is to build an ironclad, which we can build, but I don't want to trigger this because that's going to be easy. I would rather trigger this one, or even rocketry. So strategically, I'm not going to use this guy yet. I'm going to wait until there's a Eureka that's harder for me to hit. And I got 2 more. What did I want? I think Milta was who we were working on, but gonna get Cardiff. We want to keep that one. That's a good one. Well, or the whole time. Yep, Milta was who we were working on. Yep, do that. And we're gonna just jump right off and keep right on farming. Okay, he's got 4 builds. We did need a settler. We need the die. Let's get down there. We got to clear this off. There's our next privateer. Where do we want to send this guy? Someplace that he can actually help. Oh, here we go. Some tomfoolery going on over there. Here's my ironclad. Yeah, we do want to do that. So we don't even need to build one. We're just gonna upgrade it and make it. Reattach that and put him to sleep. And yeah, we can keep sending troops down here then. So I think let's get this guy upgraded. And this guy upgraded. And we'll send them down here to finish this up just in case this guy's, because this guy has a bonus over this guy, so it's gonna be hard. This guy should be able to artillery there, but if another troop spawns and it's a higher level troop, it could turn into kind of a little stalemate there. So we're gonna make sure it doesn't happen by just sending a couple extra units down there to make sure that this thing happens the way we want it to happen, in the time frame we want it to happen. So I look at these monks. Right, we want to keep getting ready for the invasion over here. I really would like to get one more bombard going. Funny that we're about to get airplanes. I've only got the bombard. We're the next stage is artillery, which is right here.
palace complex is built along a central axis.
There
the
we go.
axis of the world. Everything
Forbidden
in
City,
four
so we're gonna get an
directions sustained
extra
from the central
card
pillars,
spot. I forget
represented
which.
by
I think
these
it's
palaces.
I think it might be Sybil. That's a good one. Right, so Casa de Concentracia, or whatever it is. Yeah, we want that right here. Is that enough? Is there enough room? No, it's got to be there. Yep, so we're going to reorganize this. Yeah, definitely got to reorganize that. So we're going to put that there. This is going to go to that. This is going to go to that. That's off. This will turn to science. So that'll be the setup we're going to run. 1 error score from historic moment earned after each wonder is complete. If that moment is usually worth 2 or more error score, must be built next to a river. I think this might be not a bad idea. Oh, we need our amphitheater. And then we need archaeological museum. No, it's gonna kick over anyway, but we still do need an archaeologist. We're at minus 33 gold. So that happened quick. So we really need nothing but money making schemes. And I can go through and I can do some things. Or that's what it is. Our policy spots. So we would be at minus 33 without our policies. Okay, so we need to get serious about policies here. We need to be really thinking gold. We're not building any settlers. I was gonna build some settlers, but I'm just using faith to buy them. So let's stop being ridiculous there and get some gold in here with our trade routes. We're still building wonders, so we need gold. So we're going to Merchant Confederacy. I still want to keep my my city states and my influence on my city states. Public Works +2. We're still building lots of builders. Still want 30% production towards encampments and harbors. We're not having an amenity problem. Our loyalty problem is not doing too bad, even though we're attacking and moving. I might 100% keep that. And I got a wild card spot, so I can do anything I want. So we need gold. Faster growth and 3 loyalty per turn for cities not a capital. That is like a de facto, like maybe that's actually gonna help us get more gold through growth. This is a possibility. 50 gold, or if 50% more gold, the population is over 15, but there's only a handful of cities like that. Or I can take the +4 combat strength. This is a great card. I'm gonna do that. We're going to domination win here. Military dominance, so let's just go ahead and keep that rolling. Alright, they're an ally, so we can heal up here. And in domination, you only need 1 ally when you're playing for that victory. Just 1 for the bonuses. Good for the last guy up there. Yep, just like I thought. Now it is going to take quite a few turns, but I'm going to stop just short. I'm going to actually get like right to here. We got to be careful here. Back off a little bit. And we're going to send him down. Yeah, we're going to send him down. I still got 2 here to farm that. Right now, I'm mostly looking for. Well, we do want to farm that. So let's harvest that at least. I would actually like to get one of these monks over here. We're gonna get these developed. Yeah, that's see with our policy shift. We're at 84 gold per turn, so we're climbing. I got several markets and commercial zones coming up. Okay, we're gonna push this ironclad up to like this area, and we can reassign him to Tbilisi. And right now these guys are just gonna stage up out here. Oh, one cannon shot took that out. So let's start knocking on the door here. See if we can't knock Georgia out. Yep, next turn we'll knock Georgia out. And this I've been waiting for money. I sent this guy over here. He's got a lifespan of 20. I got 7 charges. There's a dust storm going on here, but $500 just like that. And we need to convert these guys. There's our error score, and we got our quest done. Okay, so send a trade route to Taruga. We get another one. Trade route. Great artist. Bologna, we can send over there and get another one. Trade route. Great scientist. Buenos Aires, we'll send over there and get. So we got some religious conversions coming up. Get those quests done. Easy envoys, and we got the card on where envoys give us money. So we need money. So we're gonna use everything we can. Okay, trade routes. So you're sending trade routes. So we're not going to do this, but we'll go industry. Trade route sent to this chosen player. Put 4 gold to the sender. He's 1 trade route capacity. I'll go the extra trade route. Maybe they'll say me. If I win, I get an extra trade route, and it's me. So that'll work. And we're going to put that extra trade route to work in Washington. Yeah, looks like I had another to buy anyway. So we need money. There's our bank. I wouldn't mind getting another. So I'm going to build the Broadway there. Did have this mostly mapped out, so maybe 1 right here. 1, 2, maybe the Potala Palace there. That'll get me another card spot. And it has to be built on a hill by a mountain. There's nothing else going on out here. So let's get the Patala Palace going. Okay, we got our neighborhood. Now this is wide open right here. But I do see something that I got to get going before. I got to get the railroad going. I did strategically set up these guys around the board to get my railroad going. There's 3, I believe. Okay, that was it. Yeah, so I'm a couple turns short on that. So this guy's going to build the railroad this direction and then attach it to all of these satellites out here. He's going to take this railroad straight north. And this guy, I'm going to have him railroad to Cincinnati and then railroad to Washington. So I'm going to cover my capital first. So now I got a free city here to build something that's going to get me a future bonus. And we get our aerodrome in 2 turns. Can't do almost any of these yet. Okay, so can't build anything that's going to help there. 2 stock exchanges is one we can do. I don't think we can build sewers yet. 3 military academies is one we can do. So we want stock exchanges or military academy. So I'll go stock exchange. We do need 4 sewers. We just got the ability to build those. It's 2. And we'll go with the workshop. Industrial zone. There's no place for an aqueduct. I think we're gonna go growth right here. Got a +3. This is another one where a harbor is probably the best move. We can bonus here, and we can probably put a commercial district there. So let's do that. Aaron like crazy in that place. And that cannon shot, it didn't kill me. It did not. But if I fire here and they shoot and then they attack, this guy dies. So I do have to get out of there. Well, we do got to get out over here. We're going to heal up. Okay, now we need another big pillage with this guy. Can afford any camp that I'm not currently farming that I can send him to. Or I'm looking for an area of the map that I haven't uncovered where there might be stuff. And I can see that there might be an island here. Well, there is an island here. So I'm going to check and see if there's a camp anywhere in this area. There's this right here, which we can send somebody out there. Why don't we send one of our monks out here? So we'll go loyalty. This builder, +5. This city is going to be a great science city. We need to get a science set up here. All the way around both these cities. So where do we want? Want science? Because this will bonus a campus. So I'm thinking something like this. Or right here, which would help bonus this. But either way, let's go get the Niter over there. It's a little bombard action going on here. Yeah, we'll upgrade. And upgrade. And smack them. These guys get 2. I should have shot first. But it's alright. Plus 5 experience there, that's nice. Okay, into here, and let's get a pillage on. Alright, now we want to convert. Village conversion right here, Bologna. Where was Bologna at? There it is. Okay, so one more shot for XP. It'll eliminate it all. And actually, let's just heal him up, since we're gonna take this anyway. Let's just take it. Then we can get him. Basically, once he gets down to here. Goodbye, Georgia. Once he gets down to here, namely within shot of this, then this war goes on. Okay, so here we go. What do we want here? We are going to have to kill him eventually, but not now. But when the time comes... Well, I think we're just going to be alright anyway. Let's get the loyalty. Alright, I'll start moving down here. Just thinking maybe, just maybe, there might be a camp. Because if this guy finds a camp, I'm going to send Sinbad over to it. I'm not going to try to take it out. So we're going to get our natural history on this next turn. And I'm gonna leave some troops up here because there is gonna come a time where I do have to get that war going. And you know, we're already here. We might as well just go ahead and use a Cassius Bell here, because we can start pillaging like right now. That's gonna just help things right along. Our gold is climbing back up. We're up to 104 now. Alexander sees what's coming. He sees the writing on the wall. Paula Palace in 5. Casa de Contracione 9. Got enough culture? Not really.
Had I been present at the creation,
Yeah, I think we're gonna keep what we got going on. We're doing all right. There. Am I gonna be able to get radio research? It's so hard to get radio researched. But actually, I might be able to get radio research to get that. I go here to radio. And I got an extra boost for National Park. Huh. See if I can get an archaeological artifact dug up. So 2 turns for this. Then I think it's 1,500 to buy an archaeologist. Okay, we need a second stock exchange. We're just trying to get gold, really, but take the easy production. These guys, they need housing, so let's get the aqueduct here, which we needed anyway. Bonus our industry. I do want another sewer, but I don't want... Oh, here it is, so I do need to farm that baby out. I gotta chop this. That's gonna be where I get my... I'm gonna send him here. Archaeology there. So we are gonna be needing a worker very soon. And actually we got one. Let's get another though. I gotta chop this out. And I wouldn't mind being able to send one more worker down into this area. Okay, now we are looking at commercial here. Harbor here. See if we can't get this guy. They've only got the one wall up. So let's try to get down and cross this little bridge here. Okay, 4 more envoys. 4 more. And Brunei, don't need it. Milta. I think I'm going to go all 4 into Milta. As long as I'm not missing any of the suzerains. That doesn't look like I am. So Milta will be
let me
ours.
ask leave then, to pay a tribute of respect and admiration to
Find the
once
Matterhorn.
desired Matterhorn, before his head has lost the last rays of a sun departing to gild lofty.
So this is going to uncover a section of the map I haven't seen, which means there is the Matterhorn. I don't know, where was it? Like there's a shot that I ended up seeing some, or met maybe a city state or something that I didn't know existed yet. Yeah, so full loyalty there. Battle cry. Now when I start war with these guys, they are going to kick me out. So I might as well just be ready for it. Is he standing where? I'll need to be standing for that. So this builder really should get up here and repair this stuff first before building new items. Okay, so we'll take the pill. Oh, that was a health pillage. Didn't need that one yet. Okay, let's get our railroad really cooking here. I'm gonna leave this guy out kind of in this area because a barb camp's gonna spawn somewhere around here. And when it does, I will be there to capitalize. Okay, so Mahababi. We do want to build here. This is going to bonus that. Let's move this guy off because you can't have a builder and a general on. Okay, so that defeat right there, it does look like I'll still be above half after the defeat. So I'll take the XP with the attack. And we are not, so we might lose this monk. So hopefully not, but it is what it is. Going north with our railroad. And we want food, so we'll take Tbilisi with a +5. And go with the +3 at Batiami. I know I said I was going to go north with Washington, but I'm going to come here, then south. And actually, I think I'm going to go south with this first. Okay, he's got 54, so if he takes another shot, if he doesn't die here, I'll still survive on both these guys. Okay, that worked out. So let's get down, get some food. There we go. War. We'll stay right here. So when war starts, that's where he's going to start working. Alright, 193. Now I do want to get... I think I have a Hercules that I can build. 700. Okay, so next era. I can build a Hercules. We enter era in 4 turns. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Hercules here. So I've already built the aqueduct. I'm going to build 1, 2. Already got that. I'm gonna build an aerodrome and an aerodrome. Boom, boom. That's what we wanted. Now if he gets cute and takes my guy, then I'll just take it right back. These walls are hitting so weak that this guy's not even struggling. So there we go.
If you can walk away from a land.
So Akkad must have just turned into a city. Alright, I'm looking for another camp. Another camp. For Sinbad to get some gold. So maybe thinking cruising into this area. And there's a good chance there's one in that area. So we'll start by moving up through here. Alright, now we need radio, so we'll get radio for the boost. And I'm gonna put my railroad here. Gotta heal up these two. Just in case he wants to get cute there. Bring that guy back. I like to have 3 around. It makes it easier to box them in so they don't actually get into your area there. Let's go with a bombard. This guy kill it? No, he'll die. And we're gonna get the Corsair down here. Yeah, we'll go to sleep, and he's gonna heal. And what are we looking at here? We're looking at probably getting into over here next, so I'm gonna start sending troops that way. Get a merchant. Your trade routes to your own cities gain 0.5 gold for each specialty district at the destination. That is a great one for me because I'm only trading in my own borders. Okay, so we got the Mojave. Let's chop this baby out. Get up here and get our iron. Use this. We should see this pop up pretty good on either this turn or the next one. Probably the next one. Oh no, I actually worked on this one. We can get another trade route. We're saving our money for Hercules. Great scientist. Triggers a Eureka for chemistry.
Our dedication to the
Let's read that scientist again. Triggers the Eureka for chemistry and 1 random technology from the industrial era. Now this guy's late to the game, so I don't think he's going to get us anything. This would be the best bet. Is a great scientist, is maybe he gets us rocketry, but it looks like he's just late to the game. There wasn't enough civs going after science. Must be on a campus. Let's just pop it over there and see what comes of it. I don't believe anything. Chemistry. I thought chemistry was already... Oh no, there we go. Huh. So it gave me my level 2 alliance. So that worked out. Alright, so London. We got that. I don't think there's any reason. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get the spy bonus going, something we haven't been using, but we'll get it going. We do need another sewer. Oh, temple in 1 turn. That's take that every time. Ancient walls in 2. That's fine. Okay, now let's get. Okay, so we'll go harbor, commercial district. Then this will probably be an industry. Still repairing like crazy there. Putting all these guys down so that when that war happens, I can upgrade them all and go right into Greece. And I might have enough for my archaeologist, but that's 1 turn away. So +1 envoy, what do we want? Because at this point, I think we've got the envoys for everything that I do want. Oh, that's a good one. Take that. Full damage to walls. So like when I hit here, this wall is going to take a full damage. just the endless flood of troops. You gotta love it. And it's 2:05, but I need my money for my archaeologist, so we'll wait. Get over here. Eventually, you get to these guys to the point where they can pillage like 4 or 5 times in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Head down. And around the map pretty quick now, so that's working out good. Yeah, the one city that was a threat here, we're gonna drop that real fast. There we go. 2 turns to the Renaissance era is done. And the funny thing is, they're saying Renaissance era is done. I think it's because I kind of broke the game when I was stacking my golden zone or my golden eras back here. Is we're already done with the industrial era, science-wise and cultural-wise. So this is like almost like we're moving into two. We're almost leapfrogging in 2 eras really quick because of the way I went about the tree. Okay, so Admiral instantly creates a privateer with 1 promotion. Military units get 50% rewards for plundering sea trade routes. Well, I'm gonna be plundering, but I think I'll just take the attack bonus. Okay, got a stock exchange. Let's get a synagogue. 1 more sewer. Let's get this guy out of here. Keep right on building. We'll take the wall in 1 turn. The wall in 1 turn. Those are going to get tourism, and there's a chance that we go ahead and finish the game out. It's not looking real good, but there's a chance with tourism when you get down to like the last civ that you just win by culture anyway. You don't actually have to go over there and take them out. So we might actually play that route. Alright, we got our aqueduct. Now we're going to go industrial zone right here. Actually, diplomatic quarter. Okay, let's get the encampment. So then we will go up here, get our marble. Keep pushing our railroad right up. We want food, so we'll go with the 4-4. And I'm going to wait on this one because it's going to give me an era score for connecting the railroad. But I don't want it yet. Because now I'm looking for a boat that doesn't have. Here we go. So he can get an era score when we kill this guy here. One last guy up there. Okay. Well, let's get this builder out here and start building Phoenix up. More railroad. I'm gonna bring that railroad down and around. And I would like to get a 3rd guy. Preferably this guy. Bring him in right here first. Upgrade him, then he can help bombard for the farm there. so pillage. We're not going to attack with them. We're just going to pillage. Oh, that was a mismove. Okay, so his XP bar's here. If I hit, the walls are going to lose a good chunk of damage. And here we go. Another big chunk of damage there. The walls are no longer a threat. Okay, let's get our archaeologist so we can buy it with 800 or 1600. Believe it or not, we need to buy it with the gold because I need the 800 for Hercules. And our era should end in 2 turns. Alright. Now, let's keep it going. 2 turns. Oh, they had a sliver left. Sliver left of wall. Get the Colosseum on there. The Storm. That's where I want to build Petra.
Destroying rainforest.
Okay, so what did I get? Looks like it's just a chance to change out our units. There's +2 score. Gotta take money. Tax in here. So first we'll pillage. Pick up 2 more wonders. We're gonna get Colossus or Colosseum and Stonehenge. Here we can't pillage. Let's do that. Sure, we can attack. I wouldn't mind getting an extra couple pillages in this area. Take Battle Cry. And we gotta do mass media, but I get radio on the next turn. Okay, so we got 1 spy. Alright, why don't we go ahead and get another one? So then it's into markets, because we're still trying to build our money up. Our money's actually doing a lot better, but at this point in stage in the game, it's better to be around the 300-400 mark. But with the amount of units that we were kicking out, it was going to be hard to do that. Okay, get a dam here. Growth is going to -2. I think we can remedy that with a +2 food. And it looks like I do need more. So why don't we try that. Oh, let's wait one more turn. Keep from losing population there. They kind of got bottled in. Cities are a little too close together there. Okay, then we'll go with more money. So we'll go with +4. Yeah, it's by a volcano, but it's alright. It'll be okay. Go with granary. We get the aqueduct up, and then we'll chop that out. Get a factory in there. And we'll go with. I'd like to go harbor, but I can't. Need a builder. Sure, factory. I'm gonna get another archaeological museum up because I do need to get a building themed, and I don't got a lot of time to do it. For right here. Well, actually, I got time, but I'm gonna start working on it now because it's not an easy one to do. Okay, so I pillaged the library. That's the only building there. So now we're gonna go next door. Pillage the trade route. Plus 3 more envoys. 3 more envoys. Alright, so what do we want? Don't need Singapore. Don't need these 3. Don't need Geneva. So now I'm starting to look at the 6th tier. Right? So when you're thinking about what it is that you want as far as where you're going to dump at this point, once you already have all the bonuses you want to start thinking about the 6th tier. And for me, that 6th tier, I'm looking at science as being one of my lower ones. So this right here is going to make a research lab and a chancellery building, give me 3 science. And I do have the chancellery building, so that's going to be a +3 science. And it does usually take a turn to kick over. Some stuff it'll pop right away, I've noticed. And other times it'll take a turn to kick over. So we're not going to finish our railroad because I'm saving that error score. So I'm going to skip that turn. And we're going to move up here and do the same thing. And this guy's got 2 builds left. We got 2 farms on top of horses here. So we're going to clear these out. Get the right building on them. And I want to harvest this. Do want to get this monk into like an actual farm spot there. Okay, so it's 6 turns until he can. I just had to check that. Yeah, we're still fixing up Harold's old land there. And this guy's looking for encampments for Sinbad. Okay, we're gonna save era score here. It's gonna be naval victories for him. Another unit. Come join the party. Okay, for spy. We're going to put the spy here in Miswasis, which is going to be the last city that we're going to take of these guys. By just having a spy in their land, you get extra bonus for attack. So definitely worth doing. And we'll go on top of the gypsum. For harvesting that. Okay, this is where we wanted to get our first archaeology. Some whales. Another city. And these guys, we just want to get over here and I don't think she's gonna let us. So we might even just want to get back here and get him upgraded. Okay, the best spot is gonna be right here, so I can get a bonus here. And a +3. So yep, looks like that's the best spot we can drop that. Alright, any encampments around? Anything. Anything at all. Anything. Encampments are getting rough to find. 15 turns. This is about the only guy I see on the board that we can get killed in 15 turns. So really I think we gotta stay with the plan and get up in there. See, check this area out, see if there's any encampments up in there. Right now, 4 builds. We are coming down here to get this die, and he's going to be the guy to do it. Let's just keep right on rolling here then. Okay, 1 turn. Oh, sure. Tala Palace next turn. Casa de Concentracion of 5 turns. And I think when this era kicks over here, this is going to be a good spot to wrap it up for the day. And see who went right from it, just boom, right to industrial area.
First time I stepped onto the rooftop of the Potala Palace.
Now I wonder how fast the next area is going to go, because we're already pretty much through it. Okay, Potala Palace. We get our extra card spot. Get our radio, which boosts mass media. So we get mass media in 1 turn. We boosted nanotechnology. We boosted suffrage. We boosted capitalism. So we are just snowballing this baby right here. Okay, what I'm thinking we find oil next, because we're going to need that for our planes. So let's get some oil going. We're still in a golden age here. This right here, if it were a closer game, 2 arms is great because I can pop this for Cassia's Bell. Get the extra production for military units, but we're at the point right now where we're like speed running this baby to the end. 10% production towards industrial era or later wonders. We're still building a lot of wonders. We're probably gonna go with that. Gold's not a problem for us anymore. We kind of cleaned that up, and we are settling. This is a cool one, but we're not relying on settling more land to be what's going to win us this game. So we'll go with that. Recruit a great artist. That's going to help us theme a building, but we need 3 of them to theme a building for art. This is going to be gold. This is going to be culture there. And what are we on at? Next era is 40 to 60 turns. And we got to get up to 339, so we need a lot. I don't really need a Statue of Liberty. Big Ben. That wouldn't be a great spot for Big Ben. So when in doubt, I think we'll just go. Did we get the sewers? We did. Got the sewers. So let's just go for more production. And then stock exchange or film studio. Let's get the film studio. Dust storms ravaging my my power down there. And more production. Let's get a campus. This was supposed to be a campus city, so let's do it. Okay, now what we wanted here. Want this guy to go here. Get my archaeology. Boom. We want this guy to come here. And he's going to pop there next. Here's the railroad. And here's my next railroad for an error score +3. Okay, we're going to theme a building with art. So we're gonna put this art in 3 spots. So we're gonna put the first one here. And sure, we'll go for tourism. Who knows? Who knows if it actually kicks over? Barracks. Here's our next. Okay, then we're gonna go get rid of land over here. Artifact. We'll take. Yeah, we'll take Abraham Lincoln. Okay, 2 more envoys. What do I want for 6? Inlandia, we'll take that. And now I'm kind of looking, do I have anything that's at a 5 right now? Well, it's going to be really easy to just get the extra, and that's just like that. Okay, so we got that chopped out. I guess we're just going to go ahead and get another stable here. Fire there. And we want to get off that because we don't want him to hit. Okay, it's going to be a while till we get a dam up here, so I think I'm going to start bonusing my farms in that area. We'll heal all the way up, then we'll charge down there. And yeah, we will go ahead and pop that there. Another city, more air score. Okay, that was what we got. Oh. So now what we need to look, and we can see, can we get there? No. Because a lot of times there's these little villages that we can still grab late in the game. Here's another one. Okay, we'll go with loyalty. And he's got 1 build left. So let's get the Moai down here. Let's get a Moai. Okay, I want this guy to get up here first. So we're going to skip turn here. So we get an error score by killing that with the Admiral there. And I'm just going to finish this turn all the way out, and that'll be a good spot. So we can pillage for science. Is he going to kill this thing? No, he's not. So that's good. We didn't want to kill it just yet. Okay, we'll pillage. We'll get down here to right here. And we're pretty much just gonna be able to, run wild over this because they don't have their ground maker to get any walls up. So we are just gonna run over the whole thing, no problem. Barely an inconvenience. Why not? So we're at 69 gold, but we're about to fill a policy slot, so none of these are actually active. And we can it's a wild card too. We can put whatever we want on there. And I need to theme a building. So it's the great artist that I got going on. So that's a possibility, and I don't really need the money. I'm just going for a theme. So why don't we try that? That's just for bonus. At this point, I've got such a landslide going on that I don't really need to like focus real hard on getting this one last thing done. So there we go. Let's get our Hercules out. He's gonna build our 2 airports, and I want a Himiko so I can top off several of our other buildings. And now I'm looking for like the twins. I know I had the twins around here. Or Beowulf. There's Beowulf. Candy have somebody? Who did Washington have? Washington have the twins. Okay, this is gonna be a crazy. I'm gonna be able to put like 4 heroes. I think we're just gonna send all the attack heroes over here to Rome, and see if we can just take out Rome with that. All right, so the twins. How long is it gonna take to get to Rome? 9 turns. Or Ravenna. Ravenna's 9 turns. All right. Let's get there. Hercules, you're gonna get here. Okay, yep, you're gonna go there. Beowulf. 9 turns, so we'll pop you there. Himiko. Okay, Muscat or Johannesburg. Do we want either? Okay, I got Muscat, Johannesburg, so why don't we go there and get 2 more? And we're still looking for camps for this guy or anything to discover left. I think we got most of the world is uncovered now. So I'm kind of just actually looking at the mini-map. Alright, we're pretty much just solid right there. So, unless there's something up here for Sinbad, there is not. I think what we're going to end up having to do is get down here, declare war on these guys, and Sinbad's going to help. And why don't we at least get the privateer in on it too, so we'll bring him down. Okay, well that's right there. I think we're at a good stop and part here. So let's just take a quick look at the wonders that we got coming up. We got Casa de Concentrazione. We're going to build our diplomatic quarter, which is long overdue. But we haven't really, I mean, there's going to be influence points that I've left on the board. I should have got this out a lot earlier. Usually you want to get this into your like 4th or 5th city. Just didn't, the build order didn't really go that way. So we're going to be kicking out film studios. That is one of the perks for Abraham Lincoln. I don't think I have really any other wonders going on right now, but once these film studios come up, we're pretty much going to be trying to do wonders in this section. And yeah, so we're looking pretty good here. We should be able to wrap this baby up, I'm hoping, on the next episode. Let's take a peek at this guy. So we don't have science. Culture's not really coming up. I think, well, I think this is going to be a domination win. We're gonna send our armies all up into this area, and it's gonna be a speed run and knock stuff out. But anyway, this is X-Taste. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode.